Good afternoon to the esteemed audience. I am Harsh Benwar from 3rd A. I am going to tell the story about the lion's bad breath. One morning, a lioness told her lion husband, "What a bad breath you have." The lion was very annoyed by this and wanted to check if it was really true. So, he called his ministers one by one. The sheep came first. The lion opened his mouth wide and asked, "Tell me, do I have a bad breath?" The sheep replied, "Your Majesty, I will be honest. There is something wrong with your breath." The lion was not pleased with the direct reply. He pounced on the sheep and ate him. Then he called the wolf and asked, "Tell me, do I have a bad breath?" The wolf, who knew the sheep's faith, tried to be different. "Your Majesty's breath smells as sweet as a rose." "You flatterer!" roared the lion and killed the wolf too. Next in line was the fox. He knew what had happened with the other two ministers. He said, "Your Majesty, I would love to tell you how your breath smelled, but I've been suffering from a very bad cold, so I cannot smell anything." The lion spared the fox. This way, the fox saved himself by his presence of mind. The moral of this story is, presence of mind is important in difficult situations. Hope you enjoyed the story and will learn something from it. Thank you.
Morning to the esteemed audience. I am Aditya Choudhury from Standard 3rd A. Today I am going to narrate the story of Honesty is the Best Policy. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Dorby. She used to tell lie every time. One day, ma'am announced a sport competition. Dorby was so excited. She raised her hand and said, "Ma'am, pick me. I love sport." Ma'am wrote her name. Early in the morning, she woke up and went to school. She thought that I will lose. What can I do? Oh, I could just lie to ma'am. "Ma'am, I got hurt in my leg. I can't do sports anymore." "Dorby, you can sit there and watch the children doing sport." "Okay, Dorby. Thank you, ma'am." After a few days, there was an art competition. Dorby was so excited. She raised her hand and said, "Ma'am, pick me. I love art." Ma'am wrote her name. Early in the morning, she woke up and went to school. She thought that I will lose. What can I do? Ooh, I could just lie to ma'am again. "Ma'am, I got hurt in my hand. I can't do sports and art anymore." Ma'am understood. She is lying. "Dorby, you can sit there and watch the children doing sport." "Okay, Dorby. Thank you, ma'am." After a few days, there was a dance competition. Dorby was so excited. She raised her hand and said, "Ma'am, pick me. I love dance." "No, Dorby, you have tell lots of lies." "Okay, Dorby. Please, ma'am. Sorry." "Okay, I could just give her last time." "Dorby, it is your last time." "Okay, Dorby. Thank you, ma'am." She wore her dance dress and danced like a free bird. She won the first trophy. She promised her, "Now I will not tell lie and be honest to myself." The moral of the story is, always don't tell lie and be honest. Thank you.
Good morning to the esteemed audience. I am Mihir Kadam from Standard 3rd A. I am going to narrate the story before you. The title of my story is Having a Best Friend. A story tells us that two friends were walking through the desert. During some point of the journey, they had an argument and one friend slapped the other in the face. The one who got slapped was very hurt, but without saying anything, wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." Later, they kept on walking until they found an oasis where they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped got stuck in the mire and started drowning. But the friend saved him. After he recovered from the near drowning, he wrote on a stone, "Today, my best friend saved my life." The one friend who had slept and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in a sand, and now you write on a stone. Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand, where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it on stone, where no wind can ever erase it." The moral of the story is, don't value the things you have in your life, but value who you have in your life. Once again, the moral of the story is, don't value the things you have in your life, but value who you have in your life. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mohammad Abbas Sheikh. I am from 3rd B. Today I am going to tell a story. The story's name is The Golden Goose. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who lived with his wife, and the family was very poor. One day, the farmer went to the market to get some vegetables, and he saw a goose. He brought at home. Next day, he saw a golden egg right next to the goose, and he was surprised, and he said, "Oh my God, the goose gave a golden egg." So he called his wife, and wife said, "What happened?" The farmer said, "See, this is a magical goose. The goose gave a golden egg." So the wife said, Go and immediately sell in the market." So the farmer take the golden egg and sell in the market, and they got money. Every day the goose gave a golden egg, and they were slowly becoming rich. But one day the farmer was away. His wife thought, "Why this goose only gave one egg? I will kill that goose and I will take the golden egg." So she killed it, but she did not get anything. So the farmer come from the market and see the goose was dead, and he asked his wife, "What happened?" So the wife explained the whole story, what she did. So the farmer was very angry and shouted, You greedy woman, you ruined everything." The moral of the story is, you should not be greedy.
Good morning to the esteemed audience. My name is Ayan Khan. I am from standard 3rd B. I am going to tell you the story, The Fox and the Grapes. One day, a hungry fox went in search of food. He searched high and low, but he couldn't find anything to eat. Finally, as his stomach rumbled, he saw the biggest and the juiciest grapes he had ever seen. They were growing over a wall. The fox had to jump high in the air to reach the grapes. As he jumped, he opened his mouth to catch the grapes, but he missed. He tried a few more times, but kept failing. Finally, the fox gave up. As he walked away, he muttered, "I am sure the grapes were sour anyway." The fox left hungry and dissatisfied. The moral of the story is, it is easy to dislike something beyond our reach. Hard work is needed for everything. Keep working hard to achieve your goals. Thank you.
Good morning to the esteemed audience. I am Mahiyata from Standard 3rd B. Today I am going to tell a story. The story name is The Fox and the Grapes. One day, a hungry fox went in search for food. He searched high and low, but couldn't find anything to eat. As his stomach rumbled, he saw the biggest, juiciest grapes he had ever seen. They were growing over a wall. The fox had to jump high in the air to reach the grapes. As he jumped, he opened his mouth to catch the grapes, but he missed. He tried a few more times but kept failing. Finally, the fox gave up. As he walked away, he muttered that I am sure the grapes were sour anyway. He left hungry and dissatisfied. The moral of the story is, it is easy to dislike something beyond our reach. Hard work is needed for everything. Keep working hard to achieve your goals. Thank you.
Good morning, respected audience. My name is Arna Maule. I am studying in 3rd C, and today I am going to tell a story about a fox and a stork. The fox and a stork were very good friends. One day, a fox invited the stork for lunch. The stork arrived, and there were 2 plates on the table of soup. The fox started drinking very fastly, but poor stork was not able to drink it because his beak was too long and the plate was too shallow. And the fox said, "What happened, your friend? You are not able to drink the soup?" And the stork said, "The soup is good, but I am not feeling hungry at all." The stork was very angry and left the place. After a few days, the stork invited the fox for dinner. When the fox arrived, there were 2 jars on the table. There were big tall jars on the table, and the stork was able to drink it, and the fox was only lapping it because his mouth was not going under. And the stork said, "What happened, your friend? You were not able to drink it. Did you not enjoy it?" Then the fox angrily said, "How can I enjoy it when my mouth is not going under me?" Then the stork looked at the fox. Fox realized what he had did to the stork 2 days ago. Then both of them said sorry and became very good friends. The moral of the story is, we should treat others they will treat others like we want. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Zaman Shahil Sheikh. Today I am going to tell one story. The name of the story is The Clever Rabbit and the Lion. Once upon a time there was a jungle. In the jungle there was a lion. He used to kill animals every day. When he is not hungry, still he kill every animal. So one day all the animals had meeting. So all animal had decided. So one animal goes lion to his meal. So the next day it's chance for rabbit. So the rabbit say, "I will not give up easily." So the rabbit slept whole day and come in evening. Lion get angry. "Why did you get very late? I will eat all the animals." So the rabbit said, "No, my lord, we are 6. In the way we have got another lion. He killed 5 rabbits and left me to inform you he is a new king." So the lion get very, very angry. So lion take me to another lion. So rabbit said okay and take him to nearby well. So the lion asked him, "Where is the another lion?" So rabbit said, "Inside well." So lion checked inside. He saw his own image and lion roared very loudly. So the echo of his voice came back. He jumped inside well and drowned. So all the animals and rabbit life was saved. So the moral of the story is, focus on the solution, not the problem. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends.
My name is Virat Patway from Standard 3rd, Division 3, roll number 19. My story name is The Fox and the Grapes. One day, a hungry fox went away in search of food. He searched high and low, but couldn't find food to eat. Finally, the fox stomach rumbled. He saw the biggest, juiciest grapes that he ever seen. That the grapes were growing over a wall. The fox had to jump high in the sky to reach the grapes. As he jumped, he opened his mouth to catch the grapes, but he missed. He tried few more times, but he failed. Finally, the fox gave up. He left, muttered, "I know the grapes are sour anyway." The fox went away. Hungry and dissatisfied. The moral of the story is: it is easy to dislike something to reach our goals. Hard work is needed for everything. Keep hard working to achieve your goal. Thank you.